So the big homie James Gunn is out here shooting down rumors. The director and DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn has shut down another Superman rumor. This one being that the upcoming reboot will feature a clone version of Clark Kent. The comic book movie bigwig spoke about the film's heroes and villains on a post on Threads, clarifying that its setup will be far simpler than some have been led to believe. It's only the latest rumor Gunn has closed the book on, reminding superhero fans that they shouldn't believe anything they read unless it comes directly from him. Preach, Pastor Gunn. The primary protagonist of Superman is, shockingly, Superman. The main villain of Superman is, shockingly, Lex Luthor. Gunn said, "I don't know where all this stuff is coming from, that it's something other than this. There are so many stories coming out every day, it's difficult to deal with, and every time I strike something down, I'm giving it attention." I know how you feel, James, but I gotta shoot a little bit of bail to the nerds because we're clamoring for things. We want to know what's going on. We have to find out the scoop. We got to get the inside, find out what's going on. But listen, y'all, let this man cook. You don't have to be the first to know. And even if you're not the first to know, you don't have to make some shit up. You just look stupid in the end when what you made up is not what actually happened. You don't have to be the first, okay? It's fine. Trust this process. Let this man do what he's going to do. And you will be better for it. You will enjoy this product a lot more if you just sit back, chill, and let it be. It's not like he's going to listen to you any damn way, right? Just let that man have his fun. Let him do what he's got to do. And when the project comes out, enjoy it. Or don't. It's your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek?
DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. DYSG, keep it real, that's key. We the best OGs, dope topics, come see. I got a question, do you speak geek? New episodes on the podcast dropping each week. Get hip to the game, I'm giving y'all a sneak peek. Flavor for your ears, bars flowing on unique beats. Blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks. The Source Wall Wednesday dropping comics you should cop. I think you'd ought to peep. Don't sleep on Dono and Nix. They preaching the gospel, real ish, ill like mono, they sick. Thumb life if you're into games with combos and kicks. This podcast is a gift, it's as real as it gets. Blurs taking over, with clever marketing we gain exposure. Feeding the community magic, your boy's a nerd promoter. The dialogue is Jimmy Crackcorn, we aiming for gold. The truth was told, I can't speak for other platforms. Sharp as cats out like knives, claws, and tack thorns. We blacking out, going crazy like a black storm. DYSG, don't forget to follow back. Hosting on the airwaves, always keeping it a stack. Flowers to my haters, psych, I ain't giving y'all jack. Number one on the charts, give your boy a gold plaque.
Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy Nick's back again. This is episode 165. First and foremost, as always,
shout out to my blurs. They represent the realness.
And for everybody who has been checking in and checking out with your boy on this podcast journey, thank you. 5 years, y'all. 5 years. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. But if you are new here, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast. We bring you all the latest and greatest inside of the geek realm. Shout out to Spreaker, that's the home team. But wherever you get your podcast, please be sure to search for Do You Speak Geek and hit that subscribe. DYSGmedia.com coming soon. The home for DYSG, CCW Podcast, the Love Blurs, the blogs, the merch, and so much more coming soon. DYSGmedia.com. But in the meantime, please be sure to follow us on social media. Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Threads at Do You Speak Geek. Please be sure to pull up to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We just wrapped up an amazing interview with Crystal Chanel, incredible content creator, and she's an absolute gem to talk to. Y'all check that episode out. Y'all get a chance. I got a banger coming up this weekend too, so please subscribe so you can get the notification and leave comments. I want to know what you guys think. Also, don't forget to hit up Taco Noir, the place to get your Blurred Surprise box. Use promo code DYSG. Get yourself a little something off. And please sure you guys are subscribing to blurredstation.com. Blurredstation.com. We gonna be the forefront of this Black Hollywood geek thing, y'all. And you want to get down. Trust me, you want to be down with Blurred Station. It's only going to get better from here on out. Y'all seen the announcements. There's only much more to come. Please subscribe to blurredstation.com. Got a pretty jam-packed show. We got some stuff to talk about here. It's WrestleMania weekend, so if you guys are watching WrestleMania, happy WrestleMania weekend to y'all. By the time you're hearing this, Cody might or might not be champion. Who knows? But until then, let's go ahead and do what we do about this time, people. Let's speak geek.
And tell him to suit up.
Woohoo! Let's go!
It's your boy Nick, do you speak geek? We live.
Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I am here!
Acknowledge me!
Well, what if the Hulk picked up Thor while Thor is holding the hammer?
This is the way.
Welcome to my nightmare.
It has begun!
All right, we got the reviews coming at you at Rapid Fire. Solo Leveling Season 1. Yo, it plays like a MMORPG. The mechanics are tedious and the writing lacks nuance, but the anime compensates with addictive power progression and great visuals. This has been a dope anime. I have to say, it's been dope. You know, me, right? Of all people. Check this one out. It's dope. The First Omen. It's a fiendishly entertaining origin story for both the Antichrist and a filmmaker to watch. Oh, okay, I guess so. Oh, right. Star Wars Unlimited card game delivers a solid core game with plenty of opportunities to look at deck building strategy and in-game tactics. Check that out. The People's Joker. The People's Joker is part homage, part critique, part sincere trans coming of age story, and part send up to Todd Phillips' Joker, and it all comes together in a daring, amusing whole. This one's good, y'all. Check this one out. The Anti-Social Network. It's a chilling story with an amusing verse. The movie charts the evolution of the turn of the century image boards into the conspiracy movements of today, with evocative animation and interviews with self-aware subjects who recognize their role in this sea of change. The documentary captures the scale and implications of an unmoderated internet spilling into real life. Great documentary, y'all. Check this one out. And last but not least, people, Invincible Season 2. Despite its scattered structure, Invincible's second season shines a light on its strongest elements long enough to leave a lasting impact. Supporting characters veer in and out of focus, but Mark, Debbie, and Nolan make a powerful, dramatic trio, even when they're apart. The show has too much going on at times, but it's best when it lets its central family be difficult and uncomfortably ugly, which is to say, covered in blood and bone fragments. This second season to me was great. I definitely enjoyed it. Of course, looking forward to season 2. Looking for season 3, sorry. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Let's go ahead and get into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
The Source Wall Wednesday.
You're gonna do superhero landing. Wait for it.
I started out, I wanted to write comic books when I was younger.
To make the comic book world as diverse as the real world.
There is nothing better than a comic book.
Have y'all read this? Have y'all read this?
I don't think they have, King. Let's go ahead and get into it. The pull list this week. Uncanny Valley #1. I think this is going to be a banger, y'all. Check this shit out. Oliver is a seemingly typical 12-year-old boy, except for a mysterious family history that seems to start and end with his mother and unexplainable powers, that is. He can do things other boys can't, to the point of landing him in some trouble. Baffled by the surreal, cartoonish nature of his abilities, and followed by a murder of particular crows, the mystery behind Oliver's family history finally unfolds. Written by fan-favorite writer Tony Fleece and illustrated by acclaimed artist David Watcher, discovers what makes Oliver special and strange as he searches for his place in the world. I think this one is gonna be a banger, y'all. I'm picking this one up for sure. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers: The Return #3. A new adversary reveals the secrets of the final battle and deadly explosion on the moon all those years ago. But what implications arise when the long-thought dead are more restless than the Rangers thought? A secret hidden on the moon only surfaced after the sacrifice of another, and it will be up to the Rangers with some unexpected help to protect a vulnerable Earth. And when the plan is enacted, what role will the Dragon Power Coin play? Good series, y'all. Please read this one. Rat City #1. Peter Karen is an ex-soldier, an amputee, and a hellspawn in a post-war future. But Peter's not dead like Al. Peter got his spawn powers from the nanites in his prosthetic leg. Nanites that were affected when Al Simmons enacted with necroplasm detonation in the present. Al had no clue that the effects would ripple across not just space, but time as well. Yo, another spawn out there. I think I'm gonna have to peep it. That's gonna be a good one. Action Comics 1064. Brainiac attacks. Brainiac's Lobo army invades Metropolis in an action-packed, oversized issue. The Super Family and all the heroes of Metropolis join the fight, but will they be enough to hold off Brainiac's lethal and crazed soldiers? Can Superman and Lex learn what Brainiac is searching for? He's not bottling Metropolis, so what is he collecting instead? Hard to say with Brainiac, hard to say. And finally, we have Resurrection of Magneto #4. It is the return of the Kang. The master of magnetism has returned to the world, but it is not the world he left, nor is Magneto the same man who left it. Has death changed him for the better or for the worse? And when he sees what Orchis has done to mutant kind, will it change him again? This is the final book in that series, y'all. Please pick this one up and all the others that I mentioned this week at your local comic book store. Now, in Sourcewall news, the god Rob Liefeld is putting out a memoir after spending decades in the comic book industry, co-founding Image Comics and creating characters such as Deadpool and Cable. Rob Liefeld's story is about to be told in a whole new way. This past Thursday, it was announced that Liefeld will be publishing Robservations, a memoir recounting his life and career. Which starts with the name of Liefeld's ongoing podcast, will feature 10 original sketches, as well as behind-the-scenes anecdotes, reflections on his career-defining decisions, and little-known facts about the comic book industry. The memoir, which is being published by Ben Bella Publishing, is expected to make its debut at some point early in 2025. All right, I'm gonna check this one out. I'm gonna have to get it. I really wish this is a trend that, other comic book creators would put out memoirs as well too, because I would definitely read the memoirs of, say, Jim Lee or, Grant Morrison. I'd read all those memoirs for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up for sure. Let's watch this.
Watch this.
You have failed this city.
I did not try to kill you.
Ball-headed demon.
Chai means D, bro. You're saying DD.
You say I'm arrogant, I say damn right.
You've got me. Who's got you?
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
All right, you couch potatoes, let's get to it. This one, I believe, made the incels a little angry, a little upset. The Twitter figures was going kind of hard. Fantastic Four has reportedly cast at Silver Surfer, potentially confirming a persistent fan theory in the process. In a report by Deadline that can be corroborated by IGN sources and yours truly, the upcoming MCU reboot, directed by Mark Shakeman, has chosen Julia Garner for the role of the classic villain, seemingly lending weight to the growing belief among some fans the new movie is set in an alternate version of the MCU. Garner, best known for her Emmy-winning turn as Ruth in Ozark, will reportedly play Charlotte Ball, who was first introduced as Norrin Radd's lover in Silver Surfer #1. However, the Deadline report notes that she's playing an alternate version of the Silver Surfer, suggesting that this is the version from Earth X, one of Marvel's most notable alternate realities. So, either way, whether it's a alternate version, whether it's a villain, it's Silver Surfer, y'all. We're getting the Silver Surfer in this upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Now, me personally, I just want a nice little, I want to actually see Galactus, but, you know, I don't mind this. If she's just going to be one of the couple or many surfers in this movie, let's go ahead and do it. Fine. Let's make it happen. I, for one, have no problem with this. So this is going to be a good look. What y'all think? A little bit of news on Daredevil Born Again. A new photo of Jon Bernthal has surfaced online, offering a sneak peek of his return as Punisher in Daredevil Born Again. After a long hiatus that began with the Writers Guild of America strike, Daredevil Born Again resumed production back in January, spawning multiple set photos and plenty of speculations about the returning cast, with lots of people wondering whether Bernthal would reprise his role as Punisher. Fans might finally have that answer for sure now, as a new photo has surfaced online showing a bloodied and bruised Bernthal, presumably on a break from filming Daredevil Born Again. The image comes courtesy of Instagram, whose post alongside the Punisher actor and thanked him in the caption. At Little Pandit Pit, thank you for that. Looks like we do have Punisher in Daredevil, y'all. I'm hyped for this. So we got Fisk, we got Daredevil back again, we got Punisher back again. You know, if we can get a nod to maybe, you know, my man Luke Cage, maybe some Misty Knight. Yeah, I'm happy after that for sure. So apparently there's a new Matrix movie in the works. I don't know why, but okay. A fifth Matrix movie by Warner Bros. Was announced this past week, with the Martian and the Cabin in the Woods director Drew Goddard on board to write and direct. It'll mark the first Matrix installment to not have Lana or Lily Wachowski in the directing chair, although Lana Wachowski will executive produce. In its announcement, Warner Brothers did not reveal any of the key cast members like Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss will be returning, nor did it disclose any details about the plot. Me personally, if they're not in this film, I think it'll help it. Because we've already seen enough of Neo, we've seen enough of Trinity, we've seen enough of Morpheus. You know, if we just get some new characters, maybe even make this a prequel, or maybe just like years after, you know, Neo and Carrie-Anne had done their thing, I think this will be good. You know, I think this will be good. So as long if they're not in it, I'll be more inclined to check it out. But if they are in it, I mean, I guess so. Crunchyroll finally announced Profiles. After 11 years, the popular anime streamer will finally let premium subscribers access multiple profiles. This long-awaited feature is slated to be released sometime before the end of April. Quote, once the feature goes live, Crunchyroll premium members will be able to customize up to 5 profiles within a single household, as well as be granted access to parental controls and more personalized recommendations. Thank God, because I personally am sick of everybody's taste being bled into one Crunchyroll account, because we all know anime has genres, it has subgenres, it has certain taste depending upon what kind of anime watcher you are. So with Profiles finally being a part of Crunchyroll, I like this. I can watch what I like, the kid can watch what he likes, wifey can watch what she likes, and no one's profiles are disturbed. Good job, Crunchyroll. Good job. And finally, we have Disney Studios putting forth, I guess, the green light for this Mufasa Lion King movie. So the first teaser image has been released of the Mufasa Lion King, the live-action hybrid sequel to the 2019 version of The Lion King, which was directed by Iron Man's Jon Favreau. There are no supporting characters in the image, which was shared by social on Hollywood Handle and released as part of Disney's 2024 annual meeting of shareholders. The movie is one of a number of upcoming Disney projects getting a sneak preview at the meeting, which has generated a ton of headlines due to an attempted coup by activist investors. Mufasa, the Lion King, will be directed by Moonlight's Barry Jenkins from a script from Jeff Mason. Krypton star Aaron Pierre will voice Mufasa in the new movie, with Kevin Harrison Jr. voicing Scar, who will presumably be the film's villain once again. Not much is known about the film other than it is an origin story of Simba's father. Of course, James Earl Jones declined to return as the voice of Mufasa. I mean, I think it's going to be cool, you know, for a Mufasa movie, but for me, I enjoy story more than anything else. And I think the more interesting story is Scar. I mean, granted, we have to maybe title it after Mufasa, but if the movie is based upon Mufasa and Scar's conflict, if Scar is his real name, then I think this is going to make for a very interesting movie. You know, because I want to know about Scar's story more than Mufasa's personally. So if that's kind of the central theme of the movie, then I'm in. All right, you nerds, let's go ahead and hop into some Thumb Life.
Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything.
Don't you dare say it!
Jackpot!
Here's James. Oh my goodness, the slam!
If you know my moves, you know I'm gonna wreck you.
Kabimo? Ah, Chilu.
The best way to practice is by dueling. Duelists, take your marks.
All right, everybody, let's get into it. Tekken 8. In a response to a wave of fans lobbying for a Waffle House theme stage. What? Oh my God. The game's director, Kashiro Harada, finally broke the silence and addressed the high demand for this unique stage. Over the weekend, Harada responded to the request one fan made in his replies about adding a stage based on the Waffle House to the latest installment of Bandai Namco's fighting series. In a rare instance, Harada responded and asked why so many people kept asking him to add this seemingly unrelated breakfast restaurant to the game. Many fans flocked to the replies to explain why they would love to see a Waffle House stage in Tekken 8. For those unfamiliar with Waffle House, it's a chain of southern diners with nearly 2,000 locations and over 20 states, most of which located in the South and Midwest, and it is the home of the fuck around and find out special, where if you go to Waffle House, it may not be clean, the employees may not be nice, but you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna get a good meal. Just don't go there fucking around, because you will find out. And I think it's the best place for to have a Tekken match, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be Tekken, Street Fighter, hell, Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? I think they should go ahead and add it. I think it'll be interesting, you know, to see this put into the game. You know, I don't own Tekken 8 yet, but if they put this in the game, I'm buying it that day. I am buying it that day. If I could kick some ass in front of a Waffle House, let's get it. Let's get it. So, a new study shows that gamers back in 2023 mostly played older games. As reported by Kotaku, video game marketing analysis Newzoo released a report that revealed 66 titles accounted for 80% of overall gameplay in 2023. Of that number, 60% of playtime was spent with games released 6 years ago or more. Fortnite was the most played game of all platforms, while Roblox, Minecraft, GTA 5, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, 3, Warzone 2.0 counted as one, and Rocket Leagues all proved mainstays. Altogether, Fortnite, Roblox, League of Legends, Minecraft, and GTA 5 accounted for 27% of all gameplay in 2023, while annual releases like FC, formerly FIFA, NBA 2K, and Madden NFL accounted for around 15% of all-time play. Studios hoping to release a new title will find it challenging to include these playtime hours in their addressable market, as they nearly always go to these games to engage players on a reliable annual basis. So, yeah, I mean, with games coming out, not everything is a banger. You know what I'm saying? Everything that comes out isn't going to be a big hit that people are expected to. So, and I know for me, usually when, you know, it's not the PS2 days. No, we all remember the PS2 days. There was a game coming out. Shit, there was usually at least 5 games coming out every single fucking week, and it's not like that anymore. So in between the times of new releases coming out, or at least the releases of coming out things that we actually want to play, we revert back to the old things. We revert back to the GTA 5s, or, take a trip back to Arkham if it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to play the older titles. So, yeah, I think this actually checks out. I would love to see them do the same story for 2024 to see what people are playing. But, yeah, I think that's pretty dope. All right, y'all, let's speak technical for a moment.
This is the Alpha 5 from DeLorean.
We've locked in 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance DDR5 RAM and one of the best gaming SSDs.
Offers flexible internal recording options, including 4K Cinema Raw Light at 10-bit or 12-bit.
That is an integrated ion trap and time-of-flight mass spectrometer.
Wow, hi, techie.
All right, y'all. Microsoft Edge is working on a new feature for its Edge browser that will let you limit the amount of RAM it uses. So Liefeld64, who is one of the best at finding out new features for Edge, has spotted a new settings sections in test builds of the browser that include a slider so you can limit how much RAM Edge gets access to. The RAM slider appears to be targeted toward PC gamers, as there is a setting in Canary versions of Edge that lets you limit the amount of RAM when you're playing a PC game or all the time. When the slider lets you pick between just 1 gigabyte and 16 gigabytes on a system with a 16 gigabyte RAM, Microsoft warns that setting a low limit may impact browser speed. Can't wait to witness the chaos of Edge trying to handle my 100 plus tabs on just 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's not clear yet when Microsoft will ship this feature, as it's only in testing in the Canary versions right now. The RAM slider is also available in the Browser Essentials section, which includes the Power Efficiency mode for Edge. Microsoft introduced the Power Performance mode on Edge browsers years ago to improve RAM, CPU, and battery usage of the browser. But I think it's going to be a good thing. If you're sitting there cracking down some, League of Legends or, whatever you're playing on your PC, if it's going to use less RAM, hey, fine. You know what I'm saying? You might see a little bit of, some browser speed, but, you're not, cracking down on a 8-hour marathon session and sitting there Googling recipes at the same time. Maybe you are, I don't know, but I think this is a good little feature. Hopefully it does get released. All right, you nerds, WrestleMania weekend, let's mark out.
Acknowledge me.
But girl, do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard?
Tony?
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
Titty slap!
What everybody saying? Yeah.
All right, you marks. We have a new championship belt on the horizon and possibly have already seen who's going to get it first. General Manager Ava Raine, aka The Rock's daughter and NXT General Manager, made an announcement that is guaranteed to change the landscape of the NXT Women's Division. Displayed proudly behind her with a bright white strap and gold emblem is the newly announced NXT Women's North American Championship. There is little known about the NXT Women's Championship, including who will be crowned the inaugural champion and how. It is assumed that this will operate similar to the masculine counterpart, and as a mid-card singles title, there'll be some sort of a tournament held for the initial title holder. Now, there is little known about the title and who will be crowned the first one, but it looks like we are going to see who's going to get it, because not too long right after that, the camera cut to an emerging Julia, star of Stardom Wrestling, star of New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I think with Julia there being front row sitting next to William Regal, it's only a matter of time before she's the one holding that title high above her heads. Triple H, my guy, you did not miss with this one. And I think you did good. So, new championship, I like it. It looks like the WWE is trying to respond to what fans are saying, because, with the men's division having, of course, the main titles on both respected rosters, and they have a mid-card title and plus tag titles, women have just their one title in tag. I think both rosters, both SmackDown and Raw, could do for a mid-card women's title. Why not have a women's US and a women's Intercontinental? You know, I think that could work. Hopefully they will announce that soon. Hopefully that'll be the thing they do. That's going to be the move. And it's WrestleMania weekend. I'm getting ready for night 2. I'm going to cook up some ribs, some stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for listening. Check out this podcast. Be sure to subscribe. Follow us on all social medias. Check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe there, please. As always, y'all, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?
Bye.